This is a small excerpt of the entire Contact Report 442 translation. An important message for the listener of this document. We, Dyson, Devine and Vivienne Legg of www.guyarguys.net, have been given permission by Billy Meyer, www.figu.org, to make these unofficial, preliminary translations of FIGU material. Please be advised that our translations may contain errors.
That also applies to my side. But tell me what you have to say about this. Today I heard in the news that the Russian President, Putin, at the Munich Security Conference, has energetically spoken his mind regarding the politics of the USA. Putin said that the USA is striving for world rule, respectively, world power, and thereby also promotes the resuming of the arms race, interferes in the trade of foreign countries and practices warlike actions.
That is actually something extraordinary that I saw just 2 days ago through a look into the future. Therefore your and our explanatory efforts, in regard to the USA's real machinations and plans for world rule, bear the first fruit, which Russia's President Putin has now brought to rightness, in that he named the actual and reprehensible facts which rage in US politics. But that doesn't come from an estimation, because the facts named by you and by us in your bulletins cannot be overlooked. Consequently, they are also studied in Russia, whereby finally President Putin's public speech resulted. This will certainly not remain unanswered, because already mendacious denials are being spread from the USA that Putin's utterances did not correspond to the truth. However, the fact is that the USA, with the foreign policies it operates and with the criminal military war actions and secret service actions, makes the world situation ever more unsafe and forces other countries to arm themselves. With normal politics and military politics, the USA therefore carries out assistance towards worldwide insecurity and terrorism, as they, however, through their criminal and felonious foreign policies, also stir up angst in other countries about a military invasion of US armed forces, whereby these countries are forced to develop atomic weapons programs in order to manufacture weapons which correspond to this.
Every rational human in the world knows that Putin is, however, correct in his speech. It is only to hope that he continues to take the same line, and thereby the entire world will be shaken up in order to stop the USA's criminal machinations and plans to rule the world. If that does not happen, then the danger of a worldwide war remains constant, and indeed so long until the USA pulls out of the entire world, back to its own country, and leaves the world in peace, as well as allowing the individual countries to solve their own religious and political problems. When one thinks that, since as long as anyone can remember, never has collectively so much harm, death, murder, torture, destruction and disaster happened on the earth as it has come about through the fault of the USA and will further come about, as it has resulted and results since the USA interferes in the interests of other countries and started and starts wars, as well as revolt and revolutions, as well as murder and other crimes through the US Secret Services and US military, then, regarding US America, the devil incarnate can be spoken of.
I also see it that way, because it corresponds to the truth.